If you can, tell us about some of the key takeaways from the Africa Sustainable Development Report.
Yep, thank you very much. Yeah, the Sustainable Development Report is an account of where we are in terms of the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals that we set ourselves, the 17 goals and over 160 actions that we need to implement. And it is happening at a time when you have so many challenges globally and especially that is affecting the African continent. Globally, we are having an issue of debt. Debt distress to many developing countries that is really reached a certain level where in most cases it's unsustainable. And that's why we talk about what needs to be done to make sure that we can reform the global financial architecture, to address the issues of concessional resources for developing countries, addressing the issues of debt, addressing the issues of shareholding, addressing the issues of management and investment. You cannot finance SDGs without addressing those issues, without addressing the sources of money and also the investment that is required, especially for the developing countries. So that report is helpful to give possibilities. How do we find new sources of money to invest? What are the innovations that are needed?
So you have this list of solutions. You know what to do, but how difficult is it to implement and to get to those solutions? I mean, that's the challenge, right?
The biggest challenge is the political will and interests of member countries. And that's what we have been arguing to say, well, there has to be a political will, there has to be support, and it cannot, we cannot achieve the SDGs without global cooperation. And this has been an issue on the table. Also, the investment within the international financial institutions, such as the World Bank and others, is also a big issue. If you don't inject more money, how do you expect the banking system to continue to grow? How do we mobilize the private sector resources if there is no increase in terms of investment?